Do you have a special gift that you'd like to share with the world? Then consider broadcasting your message on BTRN. The Being Talk Radio Network is local, national, and international broadcasting with powerful programs that enlighten minds and change lives. BTRN hosts are passionate about purpose, motivating listeners to confidently move forward in the direction of their dreams. To host a show on BTRN, call 401-640-GIFT. Become a part of the Being Talk Radio Network today and contribute to positive change tomorrow. We are BTRN, the Being Talk Radio Network.
Rhode Island Natural Awakenings magazine is the perfect resource for those seeking a healthy, natural lifestyle. In every free monthly publication, you'll find practical, cutting-edge information on natural health, nutrition, personal growth, green living, creative expression, and more. Find Natural Awakenings wherever free magazines are found. Read it online at rinaturalawakenings.com or call 401-709-2473. Feel good, live simply, laugh more. Rhode Island Natural Awakenings magazine.
So we've taken our next step in this infinite journey of enlightenment. A series of events have taken place that has brought us to where we are right now. This is the most important time of our lives. It's in this very moment, which exists prior to a thought, that we have the potential to be. Being exists in this moment, in this time, and knowing, seeing, feeling, and experiencing all that there is right now. Stay tuned as Ron Ash teaches how to locate our special gift, connect with spirit, and intentionally create our experiences.
Do you have a special gift that you'd like to share with the world? Then consider broadcasting your message on BTRN. The Being Talk Radio Network is local, national, and international broadcasting with powerful programs that enlighten minds and change lives. BTRN hosts are passionate about purpose, motivating listeners to confidently move forward in the direction of their dreams. To host a show on BTRN, call 401-640-GIFT. Become a part of the Being Talk Radio Network today and contribute to positive change tomorrow. We are BTRN, the Being Talk Radio Network.
Art Gutkin is a medical intuitive specializing in Akashic record meditation, energy healing, and other forms of relief. Through Art Gutkin's integrated regression healing technique, current illnesses that stem from childhood events and emotions are identified, permitting Art to assist in the resolution of the past and healing of the present. Open your eyes to a new outlook on life through Art Gutkin's gift, 888-506-5975 or medintuitive.com.
Rhode Island Natural Awakenings magazine is the perfect resource for those seeking a healthy, natural lifestyle. In every free monthly publication, you'll find practical, cutting-edge information on natural health, nutrition, personal growth, green living, creative expression, and more. Find Natural Awakenings wherever free magazines are found. Read it online at rinaturalawakenings.com or call 401-709-2473. Feel good, live simply, laugh more. Rhode Island Natural Awakenings magazine.
The best way to predict the future is to create it. The Intuitive Life Coach takes a metaphysical approach to life coaching, identifying root issues, accessing key problems, and formulating a highly effective approach and resolution. Through proven coaching techniques, the Intuitive Life Coach will help you to move confidently in the direction of your dreams. Author, counselor, teacher Ron Ash is the Intuitive Life Coach. Call 424-777-LAWS or connect online at theintuitivelifecoach.me.
True knowledge evokes wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge in practice. Selective knowledge facilitates error. In spirit is truth. Darshini in Spirit will help you find the answers you seek. Darshini sees. Internationally renowned clairvoyant and spiritual guide Darshini has a refreshingly honest and candid style that contributes greatly to her ability to counsel, heal, and guide. Motivational speaker, author, teacher. Experience Darshini in Spirit at 714-348-9994. Visit darshini-inspirit.com.
Experience the power of being. Join author and intuitive life counselor Ron Ash on an infinite journey of enlightenment. Being explores the various modalities associated with self-help and spirituality. Master divine guidance. Connect to source energy and expand your consciousness. For a complete list of our affiliate stations and showtimes, visit beingwithronash.com.
Hello and welcome to Being with Ron Ash. I'm Ron Ash, your host, and we are the Being Talk Radio Network, live and local, national and international, on great stations worldwide. For a complete list of our affiliates and showtimes, visit us online at beingwithronash.com. That's beingwithronash.com. Today you are Being with Ron Ash and Darshini in spirit. We'll be talking a little bit about 12/21/12, as well as what we can expect as far as predictions for the upcoming year 2013. Hello, Darshini.
Hello. How are you doing?
I am fantastic, my friend. Looking forward to a fabulous weekend.
Yes, I hope so too for a lot of people at that time, right? It's tiring. So we are actually at the gate here, correct?
Yeah, correct. We actually had 12/12/12. That was on Wednesday. We had a brush with a couple of asteroids. We've had a series of meteor showers over the last couple of nights, and probably moving into the weekend as well, which has been a fantastic spectacle to witness. I actually had the opportunity to see one on the way home last night.
Lucky thing.
Yeah, it was beautiful. A long tail to it and everything. Yeah.
Oh,
very nice.
Well, actually on 12/12, I uploaded my predictions for 2013 and separated them. But just for America, I'll be doing the rest of the world later, hopefully this week or next week. But basically, one already came true. I don't know if you heard, but an earthquake 6.3 off the coast here, where I am.
Oh, no, I haven't heard that yet, no.
Yeah, just got reported at 4:30 this morning. But I had said that you'll see far more earthquakes off the coast of California, where we are, Long Beach and Newport Coast. That's where it is, Catalina. But it was quite deep. But 6.3 was quite significant for here.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid that's coming into being. As we talked about a long time ago, things are going to start ramping up, guys, so watch it.
Yeah, earthquakes are always happening all the time. I mean, they don't usually get up high on the Richter scale as some of these that we discuss. I was astonished a while back when the earthquakes hit the East Coast, as you had predicted.
Yeah, and I'm afraid that's going to increase as well, but not significantly, so people don't start rushing to sell their real estate. It's really going to increase more significantly, and we talked about this. It's like a drop H, I call it. So it's across the Midwest, obviously heavy on the west coast, more so, and then East Coast will be. Even in Florida, you're going to see some earthquakes, minor ones. But basically on a drop H where Texas is and those lower states. Anyway, if they want, they can see the video. But regarding the big shift that we're looking at is the 12/21 that everybody's been really, well, Hollywood especially, been pushing. But basically, what I'm seeing is, yes, it is the evolution of a new energy shift. You are going to see increases of Earth, obviously, like even we've got high tides here. I mean, they call it king tides, where there was a lot of flooding. So that's going to be on, more or less on an increase, but other factors are in there, and that will be explained in the book. But basically, I know that you and quite a few others are feeling as if they're drugged out and sleepy and as if they want a cocoon. Is that right?
Yes, that is absolutely true.
All right. So let me go back a bit here. First of all, what these signs are is our own physical body connecting with spirit. But what we're doing actually is, in a way, hibernating. Mm-hmm. So when we hibernate or go into a cocoon, let's use cocoon because it's more apt in our case, we're changing, correct? Just like a caterpillar.
Yeah, very true.
And a lot of, I use this in the depression video and why people get depressed and as if their whole soul is being torn apart. And this is only if it's not a clinical one, that it's actually a change in their life. And again, that's explained in the book. But basically, it's because, and I don't know if you know it, that inside the cocoon, the caterpillar actually melts down to its cellular level and then reforms into a butterfly. So exactly what we're doing is why you're feeling you want to go to sleep. And, you know, when you're in a bad accident, sometimes the body just closes down into a coma, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, I heard of somebody last night who just did the same thing. They're going to go into a coma for a few days. Mm-hmm. But it's the body's natural way of actually healing. Now, this transition is so massive. Don't be surprised that you want to be in bed longer, in other words, sleep longer. You can't even keep your eyes open. You feel that you don't want to go out as much. You just want to kind of cuddle up in a blanket. Mm-hmm. And it's nothing to do really with the weather, because we've got more or less good weather out here in California. But basically, it's to do with a change. And our physical bodies, the physicality of it is really tying into spirit, and we're changing and evolving. Now, that's on a physical level for ourselves. Have you been finding that you're a bit short-tempered a tiny bit?
Not really. Maybe, I would say, I could say irritable. I mean, short-tempered usually to me it applies that I'm going after people, but I've been very impatient and very irritable.
Yeah, and that's really irritable, but it's also not short-tempered. Some people, that's the extreme. But it's really about, again, it's changing. So, and we're fighting it. So please don't fight it. Just let it go. And if you need to cocoon, go ahead. Go to sleep, crawl underneath the desk. But I know, obviously, people have to work. Basically, try and...
don't get caught under that desk snoozing.
Oh, please.
If you're a snorer, just please pass on that. They'll hear you.
Yeah. No. But, I mean, in the evenings, try not to go out, even, think party. But this is going to last until about the 22nd. Okay? And the 18th is a very significant date, Ron.
Okay.
And it's very, very important because the 18th is really the date that I'm seeing all the, how can I say this, the soup is on high heat, all right? It's ramping up. And the 21st is really just the, not exactly the finality, but the switch that's been turned to the extreme. Now, the extreme being that we're in a new evolutionary energy, okay? And you will see that it's really, I wouldn't say it's a non-significant day, but you'll be seeing that people are going into extremes. Like one will be really, really happy, the other one will be totally miserable and really quite nasty. So you're seeing diversity of characters. And don't necessarily think that, because somebody was always kind of grumpy, they're going to be worse. Sometimes it's going to be the opposite. So you're going to see this again in not exactly that physical way, but you'll see that a lot of people are going to lose their tempers. There may be a few episodes of, not exactly shootings, but that kind of thing going on, I'm afraid. So, again, it's like a full moon, but on high, on steroids, put it that way. Does that make sense to you?
It makes sense. The other thing I've noticed is a lot of things have been coming to light. I was watching the news this morning, and a female chemist actually had been not really doing her job and sending a lot of people to prison because of it. The tests were inconclusive, and she was sending in the information and basically saying that whatever the tests may have been was positive. And now they're releasing thousands of prisoners in Massachusetts out into the streets.
You're kidding. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
I guess that didn't hit world news there, unfortunately. But you're going to see, again, I'm glad you brought that up, because you're going to see a lot of truths now.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not like it, because the truths that are coming out are, again, they're kind of juxtaposed because they're in different positions. It could be truths that you don't want to hear, and it could be truths that you knew from your gut that it was the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think in regards to relationships, in regards to careers, in regards to who we think we are.
Well, that definitely. But I'm talking about even world things, politics, in any, not exactly any genre, but you're going to see a lot of the truths. And I kind of touched on it on one of the videos where I said it was on the general video introduction. But basically, you're going to see the truth. And it's, again, the diversity of, you're feeling a bit more hopeful, which I know a lot of people have accused me, all you do is give it negative, earthquakes and this and that. But basically, it's
gloom and doom.
Yeah, gloom and doom, but it isn't. It's real. You know that.
Oh, gosh, I know. Absolutely. Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I'm honest, and I rather believe in honesty on that way, and you'll have the information. But there is going to be a great year ahead. It will start round about in June, July, but it's to do with, again, you can't just, like the polar shift, it's not going to happen with a flick of the switch like some people have said, indicated, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's going to happen over, not exactly a century, but it's going to happen over quite a huge amount of years. But
I hear between 2012 and 2032 will be, the greatest part of it.
That's right. That's exactly it. And it's it'll take about 25 to 26 years of that transition to happen. But that significantly, but again, you're going to have a lot of problems because obviously it's going to affect quite a bit of things, like the electricals. But again, it's forcing people to look at things differently too. But there's going to be a huge positive on that because of the pole reversal. There's going to be a lot of inventions that's going to be far more environmentally safe and holistic. So that's the great news on it.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. By the time we get to 2032, what do you see as far as technological advances?
I have covered a lot in the book, but basically you're going to see, we're not going to be in the Jetson age, put it that way, but 2032 is going to be far more of an even society in that technologically, yes, there's going to be, I would say a good 17% it's going to be reduced. I feel that it's far more on a universal platform, put it that way, that they're going to agree that we are destroying the planet, because I hate to say it, there's going to be quite a few episodes where, again, we discuss this, and it's covered in the book, is that terraformer of the planet, that we are destroying, other than, the oceans we're destroying, the air and everything else. So there's going to be a lot of evolution, but again, this is all to tie in with, Ron, free will. And free will can kick anybody's head, kick in the head, from a large donkey in a way, in the way that you could go skewered off somewhere else, where free will means that a corporation or a conglomerate can actually buy themselves a different technology to adversely change it. Like, there are cars that run on water. And other forms. But of course, the car industry, which I know I'm not going to be popular with, have been either buying the patents and literally sitting on it or destroying it. Correct?
Yeah, very true. Very true. I mean, the oil companies have their hands in a number of things. I mean, from cosmetics to, what is in our foods and, the unique combination in the U.S. of the Food and Drug Administration, which should actually be two separate entities, not the same, because, that topic for a whole other show. But there are just the oil industry has their hands in so much and so much harmful stuff for people that they're putting on their skins, they're ingesting, and what's really, I think, contributing to this change and this awakening as far as what's been going on in the world, that's going to contribute to what you're saying, an equilibrium, more people being, equals in society on the planet by the next 20, 25 years, is that they have awoken to it. They get it. They're starting to see how the whole economic system has been working against them in this country, in the world, for many years now.
Correct, and it's also to do that it's all tied in, no offense to the government, but quite frankly, the lobbyists it's all about control, who's got the money to control. And via some are the lobbyists, there are good lobbyists, but the thing is, we are going to be far more functional, and that is why, remember we talked about the pendulum effect that I've written about, and the pendulum effect is going to the extreme, where we're seeing that, one, the economy is not as safe as it could be. People are losing jobs and still losing. But the economy is going to get better, by the way, next year. And that's part of this shift. So really, I know we can go on, and I don't mean to take time here. But basically, 1221 is something of a great freedom. It's as if the gates of hell have been... we are escaping from hell in a way. Not to say that we've been in hell, but in a way we've been in a very closed mentality, tied down by certain religious edicts and perceptions, when actually we don't need to be. We have such, and that's the only reason why the things I'm putting out the predictions again this year. Actually, I wasn't going to. But there were quite a few people who wanted it, but to prove that we are connected to spirit, that there is more than our physicality here, and that's what's going to be a presence. You're going to see far more, not confrontations with entities, but confirmations where people are going to know that they are getting precognitive dreams, or they're seeing things. They're being far more clairvoyant. Every time I do a lecture, I'm going to be in San Diego this Sunday doing a lecture. Same thing. I always ask that, and sure enough, the hands go up. They're far more aware.
You're talking about cocooning and wanting to sleep more. Well, a part of that also has been, for myself, slipping into this very vivid dream state, almost a state of astral travel, where I'm in classrooms, I'm meeting with people, we're discussing different things. It's amazing. It's starting to feel that the spiritual is more real than the real.
Yeah, exactly. But there's the rub. You have to be careful, Ron. A lot of not a huge amount of my clients, but some of my clients don't want to come back. And you can't. If you can't be seduced by the other side, you have to come back. It's going to be really detrimental. You have to exist here. This is your lesson. You're allowed to cross over, and again, it's usually in dream state, because we are such controllers, a good 98% of us. But you have to understand that this is where we have to exist and learn our lessons. But they're allowing the access, the door to be open, the gate to be opened, so that we can go back and forth. When people are really exhausted, and I say this in another class, that when you're exhausted, when you get up and you know you've had a good 6, 7, 8 hours sleep, it's because you were doing so much learning on the other side.
Yeah.
And that's why you're exhausted. So don't fight it, but always note it down. Put down. Don't say, oh, I'll remember it. No, you'll forget it. Try and have a pad and pen beside your bed and write down what you see. From this day onwards, you should have a little journal, private, of course, but you will be seeing and realizing lessons and revelations that people are just, emailing me, oh, I had this one, I had that, which is fantastic. But this is about the awakening, and that is what 1221 is about, or this 12, the whole year of 12. 2012 is about awakening and reconnection with spirit. We get started from spirit, but we're reconnecting far more on a forcible way and a dimensional way. There are three dimensions being interweaved. We talked about this a long time ago. And this is the start of it. And for more obvious recognition of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you think we should be directing ourselves and taking the initiative to move in the direction of what we perceive is our life path? Or do you think that if we just kind of like sit back and do what we could do in the moment, that things will unfold for us and we'll find our place?
It's a mix of the two, and it's a bit of a paradox on that, because some people can sit back in an armchair with a remote control. Oh, it'll happen. No, it won't. You have to work towards it, but not obsess about it, and that's the fine line, where you say, I have to do this, but it's nothing to do with that. You have to realize that it is really to do with recognizing your own intuition on it. And if you don't, you're going to lose everything. So be aware of it, and then you'll see. And that's what I'm saying. Write it down, and you'll see so many revelations. You'll be amazed that you are correct. And that's why, this Epoch Succession is more or less a handbook, interactive. I'm making you and pushing you to think and start exploring your own. And that's what all they want us to do is to grow here, but to recognize that we can be very happy. But we're so stubborn. We think this happiness is attached not exactly to an almighty dollar, but, more physical things. It isn't. When you get happy with spirit, you'll find your path so much easier, easier than if you're saying, okay, this is what I see I'm doing. No, not necessarily. You may be just programmed to think that way.
So as we're going into this, should we be concentrating more on developing our own intuitive abilities and trusting our own guidance system rather than looking externally to others to tell us where to go?
Well, it's easier said than done, but I always say classes choose you, you don't choose the classes. But same with people around you. There's going to be, and I don't know if we had time last time, but there are going to be some little miracles in your life where there are going to be angels around you. People call them angels, but quite frankly, people in your life who are going to help you on your journey. But if you're not really primed for that, you're not going to recognize that. And that's why, that person just mentioned something, but it's as if it's the cog in the wheels are just literally connecting like this, and they're really going to be moving you forward or even projecting you forward. There's going to be some extraordinary things happening within the next 2 weeks, where things that you'd never believe. And again, remember the last show I said go write down what you want, not what you don't want. Don't want to even touch that. What you want. Things are going to start coming into a real life perspective and actually happening. Not everything, but in their way, and you have to recognize it. Okay?
All right, let's go take a quick break. Darshini in Spirit, Darshini-inspirit.com. If you'd like to connect with Darshini, we're going to talk a little more about 2012 and beyond. After these messages, we'll also be taking your calls for psychic readings and mediumships as well. We'll see you in a few. Hold tight.
Experience the power of being. Join author and intuitive life counselor Ron Ash on an infinite journey of enlightenment. Being explores the various modalities associated with self-help and spirituality. Master divine guidance. Connect to source energy and expand your consciousness. For a complete list of our affiliate stations and showtimes, visit beingwithronash.com.
True knowledge evokes wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge in practice. Selective knowledge facilitates error. In spirit is truth. Darshini in Spirit will help you find the answers you seek. Darshini sees. Internationally renowned clairvoyant and spiritual guide Darshini has a refreshingly honest and candid style that contributes greatly to her ability to counsel, heal, and guide. Motivational speaker, author, teacher. Experience Darshini in Spirit at 714-348-9994. Visit darshini-inspirit.com.
Art Gutkin is a medical intuitive specializing in Akashic record meditation, energy healing, and other forms of relief. Through Art Gutkin's integrated regression healing technique, current illnesses that stem from childhood events and emotions are identified, permitting Art to assist in the resolution of the past and healing of the present. Open your eyes to a new outlook on life through Art Gutkin's gift, 888-506-5975 or medintuitive.com.
Do you have a special gift that you'd like to share with the world? Then consider broadcasting your message on BTRN. The Being Talk Radio Network is local, national, and international broadcasting with powerful programs that enlighten minds and change lives. BTRN hosts are passionate about purpose, motivating listeners to confidently move forward in the direction of their dreams. To host a show on BTRN, call 401-640-GIFT. Become a part of the Being Talk Radio Network today and contribute to positive change tomorrow. We are BTRN, the Being Talk Radio Network.
Are you interested in promoting yourself, your business, or your platform? If so, you should contact RMA Associates for the most cost-effective ways to promote what you do. RMA has over 25 years of experience helping their clients grow while meeting the challenges of an ever-changing market. Email RMA today at rma.associates@yahoo.com for more information. Again, that's rma.associates@yahoo.com.
The best way to predict the future is to create it. The Intuitive Life Coach takes a metaphysical approach to life coaching, identifying root issues, accessing key problems, and formulating a highly effective approach and resolution. Through proven coaching techniques, the Intuitive Life Coach will help you to move confidently in the direction of your dreams. Author, counselor, teacher Ron Ash is the Intuitive Life Coach. Call 424-777-LAWS or connect online at theintuitivelifecoach.me.
Psychic medium Catherine Glass has a delightfully pleasing, empathetic approach that significantly contributes to her ability to advise, heal, and guide. Allow Catherine Glass to help you resolve life's issues through spirit communication, psychic intuitive readings, or reconnective healing. Be inspired by Catherine Glass Mondays at 11 a.m. Eastern on the Being Talk Radio Network. Counselor, healer, teacher, Catherine Glass. Psychic medium, 978-369-9228 or catherineglass.com.
Are you at a crossroad in your life, looking for insight into relationships, career, or finance? Internationally known astrologer Tish Aitken can help guide you via her knowledge of past, present, and future planetary cycles impacting your birth chart. Based on trends in your astrological chart, Tish provides insight into current issues, helping you to prepare, plan, and initiate action for success in your life. Call 212-736-1121 to schedule a private session with Tish Aitken or email astroseek@aol.com.
Welcome back. You are being with Ron Ash and Darshini in Spirit, and we are the Being Talk Radio Network, live and local, national and international on great stations worldwide. For a complete list of our affiliates and show times, visit us online at beingwithronash.com. That's beingwithronash.com. Stacey Davidson bringing us back from break with her title, Everything Is About You, from her album Narrow Gate, available everywhere great music is sold. You can connect with Stacey and all of our guests, past, present, and future, at beingwithronash.com. That's beingwithronash.com. Taking calls at 424-757-1425. We have Sharon from Southern California joining us. Hello, Sharon. What do you expect to come in 2013?
I expect a lot of fantastic miracles.
I like that. Keep the expectations high.
Oh, definitely. I'm at that place where I'm trying to see things as big as possible. Mm-hmm. And actually, that's my question. And thank you for taking my call. Have I got myself in that position where all those miracles are coming to me?
So here we go. You've been mostly a positive person anyway, even though you've been taking quite a few hits throughout your life. Is that right?
True.
Okay, but what we need you to do is to keep on doing what you're doing. Yes, there are going to be miracles, but again, what we discussed earlier is that they're going to come in different forms than what you perceive. Remember that we have a terrible condition, a human condition that everybody has, and that's called spiritual myopia. It's very guarded as to what we see because we've been conditioned so much. Yes. Would you agree with that?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so if you allow yourself to be healed and let them see what they can do for you, you'll see that things will start coming in. By November of next year, it really starts coming in from starting to manifest certain little things by May, end of April, May, and then you'll see bigger ones, another, not a huge one, but a reasonable one coming in by June 17th, round about 17th, 18th. And then by November, you'll see quite a few big shifts within you, 3 huge things coming to you. And in a way that you've never even thought it, well beyond what your perceptions could ever be.
Oh, that's delightful.
Yeah,
so the thing is, what is the secret to allowing all that? What is a block or something that I have to resolve?
Well, it's one, getting out of your own way, because even you're pretty determined. You're a bit of a bulldog, aren't you?
I guess.
Yeah. So, in other words, there is not exactly stubbornness, but there's a determination within you, which we totally admire. But sometimes what happens is you force issues, don't you? You're a very strong personality. You're in people's faces at times when you feel there's injustice or something like that, a moral, or not exactly moral thing, but if it's ethically not right. Is that right?
Well, that's true, yes.
Okay, so you need to kind of back off because sometimes one thing I try to write about is about judgments. When I do readings, even if I have to have a serial killer in front of me and I've been told to do a reading, I can't judge. Mm-hmm. When we judge, we are jaundiced and we get into that spiritual myopia I was talking about. So you really need to be a bit more open to what they're trying to give to you. And it's only in hindsight that we realize, oh, well, maybe I was a bit too judgmental on that person. They are really good, but that's the only way that they can be good at this time in their life. Does that make sense?
Yeah. In short, many of the things that we've been taught, and one specifically rings true, doesn't ring true, is don't get your hopes up. And really what we need to do is get our hopes up and keep them up as high as we can. And that's really going to be the thing that's going to bring us forward. So let's go to 954. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Lisa, and I'm calling from Florida.
Florida. So, Lisa, what do you expect of, let's say, 12/21/12?
Hopefully, I would have hopefully, because I'm trying to start my own business, so hopefully I'll have the guidance and the knowledge to go ahead and start my own business.
Oh, okay. So some energies coming in to increase your consciousness, make you more aware of the things that Spirit presents to you. See your path clearly.
Correct.
Okay. What do you see for our caller, Darshini?
Okay. I believe she's still also asking about her business, but, sometimes, whether you like it or not, and I know you may not like this because I'm, quite frankly, everyone knows, brutally honest, it is going to be delayed. It has to be, how can I say this, reformed or changed slightly. Louisa, and
okay.
you understand? You've got it in a bit of a strict, and remember, it's like judgments. We prejudge certain things. But with you, you've got it in such a tight cast that you aren't able to be flexible. The business can actually grow into quite a few other sub-businesses. Is that correct?
Oh, okay.
You don't see that?
I do see that, definitely.
Okay, yes. But the thing is, where you are now at the moment is that it's too restricted because you're only going for one goal, and that's to get it started. Getting started is really nothing. What you have to do is see, it's like an upside-down pyramid where you start the business, the pyramid being you start the business and it grows and grows and grows and gets this incredible foundation where it's huge, right? Where they want you to perceive, go upside down on the pyramid where you see everything that you can possibly do with the business and then start the business last. Do you see what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like a blueprint of possibilities, and then you realize, okay, then I have to start the business. The last act, the actual official act is starting the business and then saying, okay, the next step and the next step until you grow into this incredible business. And it can be potentially global, correct?
Yes, it can.
Yeah. So it will go there, but you have to see it. You're only seeing, quite frankly, 2 feet in front of you at the moment. Get it started. I just want it because financially I need the money coming in. But you're only going to get trickles of pennies until you are able to see what they're seeing and realizing. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Okay. Work on it, but really start being even ridiculous. You've got. Do you have a son?
I have a daughter.
Okay. Is she very, very strong?
Yeah, she is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And does she have a weird sense of humor?
Yes.
Okay. So they're saying you might like to have her brainstorm with you because she comes up with some crazy stuff. But the thing is, it's very innovative, some of the things that she gives.
Oh, okay.
All right. So just remember, your own perception is not exactly myopic, but you need to realize that you've got such a huge potential there. Okay?
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Best of luck.
Thanks for the call. All right, we're going to have to take another quick break. We'll be back with more Darshini in Spirit at 424-757-1425 right after these messages. You can connect with Darshini at darshini-inspirit.com, or you can call her directly to schedule a private session at 714-348-9994. You can connect with all of our guests, including Darshini, at beingwithronash.com. We'll see you in a few. Hold tight.
Rhode Island Natural Awakenings magazine is the perfect resource for those seeking a healthy, natural lifestyle. In every free monthly publication, you'll find practical, cutting-edge information on natural health, nutrition, personal growth, green living, creative expression, and more. Find Natural Awakenings wherever free magazines are found. Read it online at rinaturalawakenings.com or call 401-709-2473. Feel good, live simply, laugh more. Rhode Island Natural Awakenings magazine.
Art Gutkin is a medical intuitive specializing in Akashic record meditation, energy healing, and other forms of relief. Through Art Gutkin's integrated regression healing technique, current illnesses that stem from childhood events and emotions are identified, permitting art to assist in the resolution of the past and healing of the present. Open your eyes to a new outlook on life through Art Gutkin's gift, 888-506-5975 or medintuitive.com.
Do you have a special gift that you'd like to share with the world? Then consider broadcasting your message on BTRN. The Being Talk Radio Network is local, national, and international broadcasting with powerful programs that enlighten minds and change lives. BTRN hosts are passionate about purpose, motivating listeners to confidently move forward in the direction of their dreams. To host a show on BTRN, call 401-640-GIFT. Become a part of the Being Talk Radio Network today and contribute to positive change tomorrow. We are BTRN, the Being Talk Radio Network.
True knowledge evokes wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge in practice. Selective knowledge facilitates error. In spirit is truth. Darshini in Spirit will help you find the answers you seek. Darshini sees. Internationally renowned clairvoyant and spiritual guide Darshini has a refreshingly honest and candid style that contributes greatly to her ability to counsel, heal, and guide. Motivational speaker, author, teacher. Experience Darshini in Spirit at 714-348-9994. Visit darshini-inspirit.com.
Experience the power of being. Join author and intuitive life counselor Ron Ash on an infinite journey of enlightenment. Being explores the various modalities associated with self-help and spirituality. Master divine guidance. Connect to source energy and expand your consciousness. For a complete list of our affiliate stations and showtimes, visit beingwithronash.com.
The best way to predict the future is to create it. The Intuitive Life Coach takes a metaphysical approach to life coaching, identifying root issues, accessing key problems, and formulating a highly effective approach and resolution. Through proven coaching techniques, the Intuitive Life Coach will help you to move confidently in the direction of your dreams. Author, counselor, teacher Ron Ash is the Intuitive Life Coach. Call 424-777-LAWS or connect online at theintuitivelifecoach.me.
Welcome back. You are Being with Ron Ash and Darshini in Spirit, and we are the Being Talk Radio Network, live and local, national and international, and great stations worldwide. For a complete list of our affiliates and showtimes, visit us online at beingwithronash.com. That's beingwithronash.com. Taking your calls at 424-757-1425. We have area code 213. What is your name and where are you calling from? 213, are you there?
I guess they changed their mind.
Yeah, she just dropped off there. Okay, let's go to the next contestant on Being with Ron Ash and Darshini in Spirit. Area code 417. What's your name and where you calling from?
Oh, good morning. This is Kathy. I'm calling from Springfield, Missouri.
Okay. What can we do for you, Kathy?
For the first time that I can remember, I woke up many times last night and kept returning to the same dream. I rarely do that, and it was about my being with a group of people, or a group of women and children, and moving into an old, dilapidated house, a huge house. And I was wondering what the significance of it was.
Okay. You are, I believe you've been in transition for nearly 2 years. Would you say that? In
Yes.
awareness? Okay.
Yes.
So what this is and you're going to be, a lot of people out there are going to have very significant dreams. That's why I keep on saying write it down. You'll forget the details. What this is that you are actually, the house was very old and as if it was dark, but it was still a house, correct?
Yes.
There are things needing fixing. So what you're trying to do, it's kind of representative of who you are in your spiritual realm, where you know that this is a sound house, but you need to do some fixing up, like paint and not make it so dreary, and reestablish a new foundation. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, but you, the children and the other women there are there to support you. And were some of the women really old?
The one that I remember was older than me.
Yes. Well, what's going on is what they're doing is wisdom and new energy is the children. You see that parody?
Yes.
And they are there, and these people, were you thinking of doing a charity? Or helping people?
Well, I've been doing some volunteer work, and it's with the elderly, and I've been considering changing to working with children.
Okay, so you've got those two facets there, but I really feel that you're an incredible motivator and an organizer. You don't like recognition, but you do love to help organize and be the foundation for a lot of these things that you help with. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is really, it's like as if you're the backbone of a lot of events, but you need to realize that there are restrictions. Sometimes you overdo on a physical level. Is that true?
Yeah, yes, I think so.
Yeah, I know you don't want to admit it, but in other words, be kind to your body too. And remember, the house represents not only your spiritual energy, but your physical energy. And be respectful of that, but not to say draw back. Just use it with your senses. But you are really, you may think I'm crazy, but I see a beautiful book of kindness from you that you write. Is that something you've been thinking about?
Well, I've done some writing about other lifetimes, but regarding the kindness, I had not thought of that.
Well, with the work that you're doing for the elderly, they really appreciate that. But you really see a lot of pain, don't you, when you work with them?
I do.
Loneliness, desertion.
Yes.
And I really see that it's not so much, and it's as if it's the duality of it when you start working with the kids, but you see how appreciative that they have in common, in a way, certain facets. I can't go into it because I'm going to give away the book, but you really have a gift for writing that can tear a heart out, where you can actually turn on the awareness of people that they're just not seeing, but you see, bring it to light. You're really a beautiful writer. You should really think about that. We can't tell you what to do, but we can suggest it.
Yeah, so go for it. Yeah, very true. Many people, when they reach the golden years, and sooner or later they end up in a retirement home or a nursing home, and I can really empathize with that feeling of where are my family, where are my friends? Many have passed before me, and family tends to have their responsibilities. They're raising children of their own at times and dealing with their own situations and circumstances. So very important to spend that time, And if you have free time on your hands, stop by one of the area nursing homes, go to the front desk and tell them of your intention. I'd like to spend some time with some elderly who don't necessarily get visitors on a regular basis. Kerry from Tequesta, Florida. Hello, Kerry.
That's a great idea. Namaste, both Ron and Darshini. How are you?
Hi.
Great.
Hey, Terry. What's going on?
Well, I just wanted to know what my 2013 journey looks like as far as my healing work and my career path is, and if it's going to take off in that direction for me. I'm really working towards it.
Well, okay, in summary, what we're doing is just a quickie here, but basically in the last 2 months, you've been kind of fighting certain changes that are being presented to you. Is that true?
Well, it has to do with work, probably, yes.
Well, you've been, other than work, it's really related when you think about it, Kerry, because you're pretty stubborn when you want to go one way and life's trying to put you somewhere else. Is that true?
Yeah, probably, yes.
Okay, confession time, or confession booth here. But
It's
basically...
okay.
Sorry?
I said I like it. It's okay.
Excuse me. Okay, so what I'm seeing, though, you have to be patient. Something that you have to, Ron doesn't say anything here, but patience isn't one of your best virtues on that. When you want to get where you're going, put it that way. But it won't be until March that things start really changing and ramping up. It's very difficult for you to be patient, but that is a lesson you have to learn because of the work that you'll be doing. And all I can tell you, I'm not allowed to tell you exactly what your perception of your work is going to be is not what you're going to be doing. All right? It'll start really manifesting in August, and I've been pretty accurate with you, right?
Yes, very accurate with me.
Okay, so by August, round about the end of the first week to the second week, you will be having this flash of huge insight. Oh my gosh, why didn't I see that? I won't tell you what it is, obviously, otherwise I'm directing you. We're not allowed to do that. But you will see that the journey that you're in now, the pathway, is actually preparing you for that. And don't start saying, oh, it's like you cheating underneath the Christmas tree, finding out what, shaking the packages, finding out what's inside. Try not to cheat and, shake the present. It'll all come naturally, but just be aware. I know you're eager and you want to open the present, but it's not time yet. It's not in relation to where you are now. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. I know I still have even just a ways to go with, the career I'm in now, and getting through this period of my life. So, if something were to peak at the end of next year or near the end of next year, or mid next year, I guess August would be, that would be fine with me. I mean,
and by November,
I'm prepared to wait.
By November, Kerry, you'll be amazed to realize where you are and what you've done. Okay.
Oh, good. That's positive. Well, thank you so much, and hope everything's well.
Stay the course.
Happy
love you guys.
Love you too.
Well, we'll take a quick call. 619. What's your name and where you're calling from? 619. Are you there? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Donna.
Donna. Okay.
Hi,
what's
Donna.
your question, Donna?
Yeah, just if what you see for me for 2012, any changes or anything? I mean 2013.
Well, I was going to say 2012. We've got a few.
I know. I know.
Yeah. Okay. 2013. I would say that this year has been a bit of a, how can I say this, stall year. In other words, it hasn't really done too much for you. You've been kind of sitting in the back seat of the car. Would you say that?
Yes, I would.
I know it sounds silly, but quite frankly, that's the best way I can describe it.
Right.
But you haven't been actively driving in your car, have you? You haven't been the driver.
Right. Correct.
Yeah, I know. Well, basically, by February, you better start either opening the door and getting in the front or climbing over that seat from the back to the front, because events will start changing not to your liking. And it's not negative. They are trying to shake you up. I know you've been kind of, sounds awful to say this, but you felt as if the last couple of years have been pretty rough for you, right?
Right.
And it's as if you were roadkill sometimes. In other words, you've been stamped on and used a bit, correct?
Correct.
All right, so that's why you were taking the back seat. You can't do that anymore. And you've been feeling that in the last 2 weeks too, right, that you can't sit in the back seat, correct?
Right. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to move forward by February. You'll have a great Christmas, by the way. If you get out there, you've been hiding again.
Yeah.
I would say yes to all the invitations, even though you want to hide and be part of the wallpaper. Still be there, and you'll see what the presents are coming through. by the end of March to April, you'll see things ramp up beautifully and really, really energetically. But you will be doing something new by August next year. So,
like
as I
work-wise? Work-wise?
Well, yes and no. I'm not allowed to tell you what, but it's kind of something coming blindsiding you in a good way. And your personality, even though you've been kind of, how can I say that? You know, when somebody comes in and tries to hit you, you put your arms in front of you, right, to protect yourself? Right. You've been kind of in that mode most of the last 7 years. Would you say that?
I suppose, yeah. Right.
Okay. Well, you're not going to be in that. In other words, you'll be free, like just on the edge of the cliff and not wanting to fall, but in other words, saying, I'm open to anything. Your whole perception is still going to start changing by February, which is fabulous. Okay?
Right. Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You got it.
You too.
All right, and if you'd like to connect with Darshini directly, you can do so by checking out her website at darshini-inspirit.com. That's darshini-inspirit.com. She has some great YouTube videos. We have posted a few on our Facebook page, facebook.com/mybtrn. That's facebook.com/mybtrn, and that'll link you to the rest of her YouTube videos as well, where she has maps of the predictions for 2013 and beyond, as well as her intro to the entire series of the 2013 predictions as well. You can connect with all of our guests, as always, at beingwithronash.com. That's beingwithronash.com. We'll see you all on the radio real soon. Be peace, everyone, because peace becomes you.
Have a special gift that you'd like to share with the world? Then consider broadcasting your message on BTRN. The Bean Talk Radio Network is local, national, and international broadcasting with powerful programs that enlighten minds and change lives. BTRN hosts are passionate about purpose, motivating listeners to confidently move forward in the direction of their dreams. To host a show on BTRN, call 401-640-GIFT. Become a part of the Bean Talk Radio Network today and contribute to positive change tomorrow. We are BTRN, the Bean Talk Radio Network.
Rhode Island Natural Awakenings magazine is the perfect resource for those seeking a healthy, natural lifestyle. In every free monthly publication, you'll find practical, cutting-edge information on natural health, nutrition, personal growth, green living, creative expression, and more. Find Natural Awakenings wherever free magazines are found. Read it online at rinaturalawakenings.com or call 401-709-2473. Feel good, live simply, laugh more. Rhode Island Natural Awakenings magazine.
Do you have a special gift that you'd like to share with the world? Then consider broadcasting your message on BTRN. The Bean Talk Radio Network is local, national, and international broadcasting with powerful programs that enlighten minds and change lives. BTRN hosts are passionate about purpose, motivating listeners to confidently move forward in the direction of their dreams. To host a show on BTRN, call 401-640-GIFT. Become a part of the Bean Talk Radio Network today and contribute to positive change tomorrow. We are BTRN, the Bean Talk Radio Network.